Okay, I think we're at a really interesting time for butternut squash. I work in the fresh produce industry and I talk to a lot of people about a lot of products, and what we find in the UK is they tend to get commoditised. They get sold on price promotions mainly. People get used to them being cheap and therefore the margin gets taken out of the business. But with butternut squash, we're at a slightly different stage. In the UK, only 14% of all the households last year bought butternut squash. That leaves a huge amount of people who never eat it, aren't really aware of it, perhaps don't know how to use it, and there's a big hole in the market for somebody to go in there and sell a lot more butternut squash, basically. One of the problems that we may see is that they have started to promote butternut squash on price in the UK. That leaves a big opportunity for other markets where they can go and they can start selling more butternut squash, places like Germany, Poland, Russia, which already have decent markets, but actually if they can raise consumption in those markets, the production that we've seen here in Murcia and around the world as well is increasing to meet that demand. I think this event's a really very good initiative. It brings the growers together with the people who create the seeds for them to grow the products in the first place, and the idea really is that Sakata gets together with its friends and customers around the industry and tries to do something to push butternut squash through to the end customer and then to the consumer. As I said, there's a big potential out there for butternut squash, and really it has to start at the seeds. If you don't start thinking about the consumer when you're growing the seeds, then you won't sell the butternut squash at the end, because the consumer is king. They know what they want. You need to know what they want right from the start.